Okay, what's happening, everybody? If you're watching this, it means that you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook because we ain't patched through to IG yet. We're just waiting for everything to patch over. Hope you guys are having a fucking amazing day. Life is good on my end. I'm sure life is good on Tom's end. And here we are. We're patched through to Instagram. We're going to go live in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another testimonial interview from one of my fucking rock star clients. Today we got Tom Rolleczak in the building here to discuss his honest feedback from the program, what he's been through, his results, and how he feels about everything that he's been through so far. Before I give him an opportunity to introduce himself, I want you guys to know, okay, that if you want me to do a very similar thing like I did for Tom at the start, which was give him a step-by-step strategy for free to help him get in the best shape of his life, tell him what he needed to do step by step. If you want me to assess your current fitness situation for free and give you a step-by-step process to get in the best shape of your life, all you need to do is comment "win" on this live stream right now, and I'll send you over a questionnaire to fill out. All right, Tom, why don't you introduce yourself, brother? Let us know who's Tom Rolleczak. You know, what do you do for work? What's your family life like? Just give us a little bit of info about you, bro.
My name is Tom Rolleczak. I live deep in the mountains of Colorado at a ski resort, and I work in the oil and gas industry. Travel quite a bit. Got one of those careers that find myself on planes and trains and automobiles a lot, but I love it.
Yep.
But it definitely really wore on my health after years of doing it.
Yep.
I've always been active, always been involved in sports, outdoors, those types of things, but have 2 kids now that are 13 and 9. And being a dad, you know, you let go of certain habits, certain routines for a while unwillingly.
Yep.
And so I found myself in a position where, you know, I wanted to get my health back, get my fitness back.
Yep.
And was working on it by myself for a long time. And making some small gains, but not really feeling like I was getting anywhere. So I watched Taj on Instagram, like a lot of you probably do.
Yep.
Picking up his tips and stealing some of those exercises he posts all the time. And I finally decided to give this a shot. Never done anything like it before, just for the record.
Yeah, cool, man. Good stuff. And dude, I remember you were very fucking skeptical at the beginning, bro. I remember that. You were very skeptical.
I was.
So talk a little bit really quickly about the skepticism and about how you kind of overcame the skepticism and decided to jump in.
Yeah, I just made the decision. I did it on my birthday. I was turning 49, and I decided it was time to start to do something different, man. Do something out of the box. You know, it was a little scary, but typically in life, you know, the stuff that intimidates you or scares you a little bit, you got to give it a shot.
Yep.
What did I have to lose, really? You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't going to cost me the house or anything. And I was impressed with your attitude and the way you presented sort of the journey. It wasn't sugar coated, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy.
Yep.
So that led me to believe it was probably the right thing. But yeah, I mean, I just I pretty much reached a point where I knew if I didn't do something, I was going to head down a path I didn't want to go down. So, so yeah, just that helped me overcome it. It was just the push I needed. Looking at myself and thinking, you know, these kids are young. They're looking at me, so I gotta.
You gotta set the example, baby.
You gotta set the example. Got to be the good mirror looking back at them.
100%, dude. I love that. I respect that, man. 100%. So when you first started with me, right? Like, or before you started with me, what were some of the main things you were struggling with that you wanted help figuring out?
The main thing was just consistency and then routine. Like, I mean, I didn't have routines built out. I wasn't a gym guy in the past. In the past, I did a lot of outdoor activities, climbing, skiing, biking, stuff that kept me in shape when I was young and dumb and single. But like, I was never a gym guy. So I didn't, I would go in there and try to cobble it together and figure it out. Yep. And I just knew that I didn't have the background knowledge to get it done right. And then The other part that I really didn't know anything about, I found out, was nutrition. I
Right.
mean, I thought I knew, but I didn't.
Right.
So, you can't get there without the two of those things working together.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes the difference. That's what gets you to the finish line, really.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Dude, and that's the crazy thing that people like, everybody's always looking for strategies on social media, like quick fixes, strategies, tips for nutrition, whatever it is. But nothing beats having a fundamental understanding of how nutrition works, right? Like over the course of this program, would you say that you have learned how to implement a nutrition strategy to get results? Like, do you feel like you've become educated on this shit?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's simple too, because I think in the past, when I've heard about nutrition and strategies, I was picturing, walking around with some calculator and notebook trying to figure things out, and I'm like, that's not
Yeah.
me. I can't do that.
Yeah, no, fuck that. That's not me either.
Yeah, it's not realistic, right? But and especially with my lifestyle, I mean, I'm taking guys out, to expensive dinners and doing things that,
Right.
I can't like be like, hey, yeah, I can't eat this or I can't eat that. I mean, but when you know more about, what your nutrition needs to look like, you can just make adjustments on the fly.
Right.
And you can stay healthy without it stressing you out. You got to have a little planning, but that's all right, because that's part of the journey. That's part of like the discipline of getting up every morning and working out, is having your meals set up and knowing there's food in the house that's healthy for you to eat.
Yeah.
And what's cool about that for me is I haven't pushed it onto the kids or the family, but it's like it just naturally sort of happens, when I cook up 5 pounds of good chicken, they're going to eat it. And that's, so it's been a good thing that way too.
That's good, man. Yeah. And that's the thing, dude, is you're also leading by example. You know what I mean? Like, you're leading by example as a dad. You're cooking healthy, you're eating healthier. Your kids are absorbing every fucking thing that you're doing, every single thing, right? So for all you dads out there, that's why we call this Dad Bod to Superhero Bod. For all of you dads out there watching this right now who want to get rid of your dad bod and get in better shape, look like a superhero, feel like a superhero, have your kids look up to you and respect you, comment win on this live stream right now, and I'm going to give you a free strategy session. Okay, let's continue. What were the results? Let's get into results. What were the results that we were able to achieve in our time together? And by the way, we did a 3-month package, or was it a 4-month?
4-month.
It was 4 months. Yes, we did 4 months. So what were the results specifically in 4 months, bro?
So, I was bouncing around 190 to 195 really, and that's what I mean. I was working out and trying to do my best, but, I'd bounce around between that weight.
Yep.
The lowest I got, with our first sort of stage of losing weight was 173.
Yep.
Currently around 178 and a half. Biggest difference, I would say, other than the weight loss, is just the energy and the ability to, just feel stronger all in all.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, we just pulled an elk out of the woods last night, sort of last minute, and it was no big deal walking up, some snowy hills, and I felt
that's fucking
different. Bad. In the past I would have been winded and tired and not had the energy, and now I wake up early and got plenty of energy for the day. Stronger all around. Living in the mountains isn't easy. You're always lifting heavy stuff and doing things, so it's just it's made a difference in my attitude.
That's badass, man, dude. And that's the thing too, like, is there's just a different fucking vibe, a different aura that you give off when you're in good shape, and you know it and you feel it, and there's and other people see it and feel it too, dude. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, and this sounds crazy, and like some people might be like, oh, it sounds arrogant, whatever, but like, I walk anywhere I walk and people are looking at me because of the way that I fucking take care of myself, and people just naturally, innately respect what they see because they know that it fucking takes hard work to look this way. Does that make sense? Like just everything just feels so good when you're in great shape. Dude, what were some of your biggest takeaways from the program? It could be training related, nutrition related, or mindset related. What were some of your biggest takeaways?
Honestly, for me, it's the mindset. You know, I wake up at 4:30 now, and I got to get my kids out of the house, or I got to get on the road and do what I got to do. And I work out from 5:30 till about 7 or a little before, depending on the day. And I think the mindset for me is just that I'm happy doing it. You know, at first it's kind of a grind and you're like, wow. But when you get to a point where you look forward to that, which sounds kind of weird for people listening probably, but you know, to have that time for yourself to be able to just close your eyes in the morning and take a deep breath and think about what you want to do and how you want to do it. And then execute on it every day and just be consistent. It kind of changes your outlook on a lot of things, including work and life, relationships. So for me, that's what it is. I mean, you know, the workout part's cool too. I mean, going into the gym, like I was in Denver the last couple of days, and you know, now I pick hotels that are close to gyms so I can work out and not miss. And I went to some 24, you know, we had a small gym where I live, but like I went to a 24-hour fitness, which is like a zoo. But I walk in, and I'm not saying I own the place, but I know exactly what to do and where to go. And I feel like I belong there rather than in the past. If I'd gone in there, I would have just felt like a fish out of water. I wouldn't I'd be tiptoeing around. And now I'm like, I get in, I do what I got to do. And I work out next to guys that are beasts, but I don't feel inadequate. I'm just doing my thing. So that's cool.
Dude, I love that. That's the confidence, man. That's that training IQ. I talk about this all the time with my clients, guys, but like you've got to increase your training IQ. Okay. And what training IQ is your ability to substitute movements if the gym is busy, your ability to walk in the gym and be confident because you know what you're doing and actually like do the lifts properly and not have to ask for help, ask for form techniques. You've got to get your training IQ better so that when you walk in the gym, you feel like just like Tom does, right? Doesn't maybe necessarily own the motherfucker, but you feel like you belong there and you feel like you're, you know what I mean? Like you feel good about yourself. You feel confident. I love that. My last question for you, brother. What would you tell someone who's watching this video right now, okay, who sees my content, who knows that they need help and knows they want help, but they're afraid to take action and commit? What do you tell that person?
I tell them you can keep doing the same thing you've been doing and get the same result, which is not probably good, or you can try something new. And, you know, if you're going to take a risk, this is a good place to do it. Taj has got his shit together. He knows what he's doing. There's good people, which I like. You know, you get into a network, you get to communicate with all the people in the program. It's a good vibe. It's consistent, so you're going to get the same messaging every day. You're gonna be able to connect with other people that are on the journey, so it's good. And the content's good. You know, I mean, the workouts are good and it works. So you got nothing to lose, everything to gain.
Fuck yeah, man. I love that. Guys, you heard it here first from Tom Rolleczak. And by the way, if you guys want to see his results, I'm going to post them again in my story. Okay. I'm going to post them again in my story. And then I'm going to leave the link to this interview, the YouTube link to this interview. If you guys want to rewatch it, I'm going to post that after it's uploaded fully to YouTube as well. But listen, if you want me to do the exact same thing that I did with Tom, which was I asked him a few questions, I learned about where he was at, and I helped him build a step-by-step process to get in the best shape of his life. And then he decided to come on board in the program and do it with me. If you want me to do the same thing with you, if you want me to build you a strategy session to help you reach your goals for free, comment win on this live stream right now. This is your last motherfucking chance because we're about to leave. And I got other stuff I got to be doing. And so does Tom. All right? So comment win right now. Tom, last thing, bro. Last thing real quick. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy life to do this fucking interview. I know you're a busy guy. And I appreciate all the hard work that you've put in, man, because I can guide you. I can guide you and tell you what to do and coach you. But if you don't put in the work, it doesn't fucking matter. Right? So thank you for putting in the work, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
100%. All right, guys, rock and roll. We'll see you in the next one. To all those of you that commented win, which it looks like maybe fucking 20 or 30 of you guys, you're going to be receiving a questionnaire and the action steps that you need to take here within the next couple of minutes. All right, we'll see you later. Peace out.